Back again with another round of nomenclature. Today we're going to talk about covalent nomenclature. We're going to start off with the simple stuff for this video. First thing you got to know is with covalent molecules, we focus on nonmetals. Your nonmetals are located to the right side of the periodic table, along with hydrogen. Hydrogen we'll talk about more in a later video dealing with acids and hydrates, so look for that. So the first thing you have to be able to do is you have to know your names. We can't just make you know the names. You have to practice them. That's the only way you're going to get them down, so good luck with that. But practice. The next thing, you have to know how to count. So for our purposes, we go 1 to 10, but with a twist. We don't just count 1 through 10. We count 1 through 10 using covalent prefixes. And the covalent prefixes are given. You just have to practice these prefixes. It's the only way you're going to get them down. The best way to practice is to do some examples. So let's do it. So our first one, N2O2. We have 2 nitrogens and 2 oxygens. Well, the prefix for 2 is di. Okay, so dinitrogen, dioxide. Not dinitrogen, dioxygen, but dinitrogen, dioxide. Just like with your simple salts, the second element ends in IDE. Next example, we have 4 phosphorus and 10 oxygen. So tetra for 4, phosphorus, dec for 10, and oxide. So tetraphosphorus decoxide. You'll notice we lost a letter. It's not deca-oxide, it's decoxide. When you have 2 soft vowels together, so an A and an O or an O, you get rid of the vowel that's on the prefix. Because we don't say decaoxide, we say decoxide. It makes it much smoother. And for your last one that you've dealt with before, or you should have heard of by now, the silent killer, carbon monoxide. You have 1 carbon, you have 1 oxygen, carbon monoxide. Mono means 1. We get rid of the O on the mono, and we have monoxide, not monoxide. But there's an issue. Where's the mono on the carbon? The first element in any covalent compound is assumed to be 1 unless you put a prefix. So we don't call it monocarbon monoxide, just carbon monoxide. So let's do it the other way. We have carbon dioxide. You breathe it out all the time. 1 carbon, 2 oxygens. Phosphorus pentachloride, 1 phosphorus, 5 chlorines. Easy. Nothing to it. You've done this one all your life. Your only issue is when we come across some of the common names. Many of your covalent molecules have a common name associated with them that we don't use covalent nomenclature, we throw a common name at it. So H2O is water, NH3 is ammonia, O3 is ozone. Again, this is practice. So you'll have to practice these, memorize them, whatever you want to call it, but practice knowing some of these. And finally, on your periodic table, you have 7 elements which in nature tend to form a diatomic covalent molecule. So an easy way to remember which ones is the 7 form 7 on the periodic table with nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, and iodine, with hydrogen kind of off over there. Okay, you have oxygen, which is atomic by itself, or oxygen, which is molecular, O2. Just like nitrogen, it's molecular, it would be N2. We still just call it nitrogen or oxygen. Okay, and some final ones. Here's some final practice with the rules. Good luck. And if you need more, there'll be more videos.